My child, this is just the beginning. I'm not done with your story. The best chapters are still being written, the ones where love surprises you, where new people come into your life who bless you deeply, where old wounds no longer hurt, where purpose flows through you so naturally, it feels like breathing. This is what I want for you. Not just healing but wholeness. Not just survival but joy. Not just quiet faith but radiant delight. Not just barely enough but overflowing abundance. Let me bless you. Let me love you more than you've ever been loved. Let me fill every lonely place. Let me make your heart feel safe again. You don't have to guard yourself with me. You don't have to pretend. I know you fully and I love you fully. There is nothing in you that pushes me away. You were made to live loved. And when you live loved, joy flows, peace rises, hope returns, and happiness follows you like a shadow of my presence. So lift your head, beautiful one. Lift your voice again. Lift your hands, not in fear, but in worship. I am with you. I am within you. I am for you, and I will never stop pouring my love into you. My joy is your inheritance. My blessing is your portion, and my smile is always upon you. With love beyond measure, with joy uncontainable, you've waited, cried, prayed, and persevered. Now you're about to experience blessings and breakthroughs in every area of your life. Yes, it's finally your time. I saw the tears you didn't share with anyone, the ones that fell late at night, when the world was quiet, but your heart was loud. I heard every prayer, even the ones that came out as silence. My beloved, let me take you back for a moment, to the quiet places, where your heart first began to wonder if I had forgotten you. You didn't tell anyone about the ache you felt when you prayed and things didn't change. You didn't have the words to explain how it felt to be hopeful one moment and broken the next. But I was there. I remember the morning you stared at your ceiling, wondering if another day like the last was even worth waking up for. I saw the way your soul drooped even when your body moved through the motions. And yet despite it all you didn't give up. Even when your voice trembled. Even when your prayers were whisper thin. Even when your heart was bruised from hoping. I saw faith in you. Quiet, trembling faith. And beloved, that moved me. You may not have known it, but heaven stood still for you in those moments. All of heaven watched in holy silence when you chose to trust me in the middle of your weariness. And I began writing your victory the moment you stood on wounded legs and said, "Still, I will believe." Now, let me show you what's been happening behind the scenes. I want to take your hand and walk you into the future that's been forming while you wept. A future not built on fear, but on favor. A story that isn't defined by the people who walked away, but by the God who stayed. Your story is changing now. There's a house you've never been to, but I've already stepped into it on your behalf. I've walked through its rooms. I've looked at the table where laughter will rise again, where your family will sit whole and healed. I've seen the light that filters through its windows, touching the very walls with peace. You haven't seen it yet, but I have, and it's waiting for you. There's a job, a calling, a creative dream whispered into your soul long ago. You thought the time had passed. You laid it down quietly, not because you didn't believe in it, but because you started to believe it would never come to life. But I didn't forget. I've been watering that dream in the dark. I've been setting the stage, preparing the people, creating the right moment. And when the time comes, you'll walk into it like you were born for it, because you were. There's someone praying for you right now, someone you haven't met. They're asking me to send a friend, a helper, a voice of peace, and I'm preparing your paths to cross. Their story is tangled, too, and you will be part of their healing, just as they will be part of yours. You won't have to try to be enough. You will just be, and that will be more than enough. You see, everything I've been doing has been with love in mind. My love for you. Your healing. Your rising. You've been waiting for a door to open, but I've been building a new house entirely. You thought you were running out of time, but I've been resetting the clock to favor you. You thought you were starting over from scratch, but I've been preparing the soil so something sacred could grow. And now, you're going to see it. Do you remember the field you passed once in a dream? The one full of wild flowers, that stretched as far as the horizon. That dream wasn't just imagination, it was a glimpse of freedom, of joy, of a life no longer weighed down by guilt, fear, or pressure. I planted that dream inside you so you'd have something to carry through the long nights, and now I'm walking you into it. The season you're entering is not just a shift in circumstances, it's a transformation of your soul. You are becoming new, lighter, braver, kinder to yourself. You are learning to receive love without fear. You are learning to wake up without dread. You are learning to trust joy again without wondering when it will vanish. And here's what's even more beautiful. Others will see it. They'll see the light in your eyes returning. They'll notice the way your laughter no longer hides sorrow. They'll see your strength and they'll want to know the source of it. And you'll tell them, not with loud sermons, but with quiet wonder. It was Jesus, you'll say. He didn't give up on me when I gave up on myself. He stayed, and he brought me back to life. Do you feel it now? The warmth beginning to rise in your heart. That's me. That's hope. That's joy returning, not because your problems disappeared, but because my presence is surrounding you in ways you can finally feel. Let me show you something else. There was a moment months ago when you passed by a mirror and didn't like what you saw. You looked away too quickly. You muttered something unkind to yourself. You felt small, flawed, unworthy. But what you didn't know is that I was standing beside you in that moment, and I looked at you not with judgment but with love so fierce. The mirror should have shattered with glory. I didn't see failure. I saw the one I died for. I saw the person who still gets back up. I saw my child, and I wanted to whisper to you then, you are so much more than you believe. So let me say it now. You are more than your scars, more than the money in your account, more than the people who left, more than the mistakes, more than the shame. You are beautiful to me, worth dying for, worth saving, worth blessing. And I will bless you. I will pour out peace that steadies your anxious heart. Before you even open your eyes each morning, I will bring you into rooms filled with favor, where people see you with new eyes and speak your name with kindness. I will repair what others damaged in you: trust, self-worth, joy. I will make you laugh again, not guarded laughter, but the kind that makes you lean back, tears in your eyes, breathless with freedom. I will do it all because I love you, and not because you're perfect. You never had to be. I came for the broken. I came for the weary. I came for you. And now, I'm taking you higher. The places you thought were closed off to you, watch as they open. Watch as things align. Watch as everything starts to make sense. Not because you have control. The way you offer kindness, even when life hasn't been kind to you, that is courage. That is strength. And that is beautiful to me. You've wondered if it's safe to be happy again. After everything, after the heartbreaks, after the losses, after the long stretches of unanswered prayers, you've asked yourself if hope is too risky, if laughter is too fragile. But let me tell you, yes, it's safe. Yes, it's time. Yes, your heart is ready to feel again. You're not the same person who walked through those earlier storms. You are wiser now, softer in the right places, stronger in ways only the fire could have forged. That's why the blessings I'm releasing now will not overwhelm you, they'll nourish you. You'll carry them not with fear of losing them, but with gratitude that finally this is your time to receive. And I will give you good things, not temporary highs, not shallow fixes, but soul-satisfying gifts, deep rest, steady peace, authentic joy, love that doesn't require pretending, community that heals instead of hurts, purpose that excites instead of drains. This is what I've prepared for you. This is what you're stepping into. I know how long the road has felt, but I also know how faithful you've been. Not perfect faithful. You've kept going. You've kept praying. You've kept opening your heart, even when you didn't understand what I was doing. And now, I'm opening my hand. Can I show you what I've been building? It's a place of belonging, of laughter in the walls and peace in the air. A place where you can breathe without trying so hard, where you don't have to explain your worth to anyone, where you can just be. I'm creating moments for you that will make your heart quiet with wonder, where you will stop in your tracks and whisper, "Thank you, Jesus. I didn't expect this, but I'm so grateful." That's how I bless, not always with loud announcements, but with quiet arrivals that shift everything. A phone call you've been waiting for, a healing conversation you never thought would happen, a chance meeting that opens a door, a softening in a place you thought would never change, and suddenly, the pieces fall into place. That's what this season will feel like. Suddenly, softly, perfectly timed. But stay with me. Don't run ahead trying to make it happen. The greatest peace you'll ever know found in walking with me at my pace. Not everything needs to be rushed. Sometimes the most powerful things I do come slowly, gently, like a river carving beauty into stone over time. I want to walk with you through the garden of your own heart. There are places in you that you've ignored because they've been too painful or too neglected. But I want to visit those places together. I want to plant flowers there. Joy, compassion, vision, confidence, rest. These are the fruits I want to grow inside of you. Because what I'm giving you isn't just external, it's internal. You won't just look blessed. You will feel whole. Not because you've earned it. Not because you've mastered everything. But because you've let me in. Because you've allowed yourself to be loved. Because you've stopped hiding. And when you live from a loved place, everything changes. You stop chasing people who were never meant to stay. You stop proving yourself to those who could never see you. You stop fearing failure because you know I will catch you. And you start smiling for real. You start trusting your own heart again. You start walking in rooms with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are chosen. You start building, creating, dreaming not from fear, but from fullness. And that's what I want for you. A full life, not just a busy one. So let me slow you down for a moment. Sit with me. Take off the heavy armor you've been wearing, the one made of old expectations, perfectionism, self-protection. You don't need it anymore. You're safe here, with me. You're allowed to rest, to laugh without guilt, to enjoy this moment without worrying about the next, to feel light again. This is what blessing really is, not just things going right around you, but things being right within you. And even when life is imperfect, when moments are messy, when not every day feels like a victory, my love will be your anchor. My voice will be your compass. My peace will be your home. You don't have to know what's next. You don't have to plan everything. I already know the next chapters, and I promise you, they are good. There will be love, pure, real, healing love. There will be joy, deep, stable, lasting joy. There will be healing not just of the body, but of the heart and spirit too. There will be redemption, you will see. We make beauty from the ashes you thought were lost forever. You will look back one day and say, I didn't know how he would do it, but he did, because that's who I am, the restorer, the redeemer, the lover of your soul. You can trust me. I know what you've lost. I know who hurt you. I know how many times you questioned if the pain would ever end. And I know this. The sun is rising again. This chapter of your life will not be marked by fear, but by faith. Not by defeat, but by delight. Not by just surviving, but by truly living. Let yourself receive it. Let yourself be surprised. Let yourself expect goodness again. Let yourself say yes to joy without feeling like you have to earn it. You are my child, and I give good gifts to my children not because they've done everything right, but because I love them endlessly, and I love you endlessly. No shadow can darken my love. No failure can cancel it. No distance can weaken it. It is steady. It is fierce. It is unconditional, and I am pouring that love into you right now through every word, through every breath, through every moment of peace you didn't know you needed. This is only the beginning. There is more to come. More life, more hope, more love. And I will be right beside you through it all. You will not walk alone. You will not fall unnoticed. You will not be forgotten. You are mine, and I will never stop bringing you into my goodness. With all the love heaven can hold. My beloved, you're still listening. You're still here. And that matters more than you know. I can feel the stirring in your soul. The part of you that's beginning to believe again, beginning to dream again, beginning to rise. That quiet part of you that is tired of surviving and is now reaching for something more, something sacred, something whole. I see you. You've been faithful in the shadows, faithful in the places no one else applauded, faithful in the middle of questions and unknowns and delays. You could have walked away, but you didn't. You could have hardened your heart, but you didn't. You stayed soft, you stayed open, you stayed willing to be led by me, even when you didn't know where I was taking you. And I want you to know, child, every step you took in faith was a step into purpose. Even the ones that felt like failures, even the ones that ended in tears. I was there, gathering your ashes, preparing beauty. There is something inside of you that cannot be destroyed, no matter how many storms it faces. It's the fire I placed in you, my breath, my image, my glory. And now is the time for that fire to burn bright again. You've been quiet for too long. You've shrunk back, second-guessed, disqualified yourself. But I never changed my mind about you. I never revoked my call. The purpose I placed in you still lives. And now I'm waking it back up. There is more for you, more to become, more to create, more to step into. And I know sometimes that idea feels overwhelming. The weight of potential can feel like pressure, like something you have to carry all on your own. But hear me, this calling is not meant to crush you. It is meant to free you. I never asked you to do it alone. I only asked you to walk with me, one step at a time, letting me lead you into the fullness of your story. You don't have to be fearless to move forward. You just have to trust that I am with you. The strength will meet you on the journey, not before. You don't have to wait until you feel ready. You don't have to wait until the timing is perfect. You don't need every answer before you say yes. Just say yes. Yes to becoming. Yes to rising. Yes to stepping into what your heart has always known you were made for. You were made to shine, not in a way that draws attention to yourself, but in a way that points people back to me. A shine that comes from a soul fully alive, fully loved, fully surrendered. You were made to speak life into dry places, to be a living testimony of redemption. You were made to show others that the same God who brought you through will bring them through too. And yes, I know there are days when the doubts feel louder than the call, days when you feel unqualified, too broken, too far behind. But that's where I come in. I didn't create you to be perfect. I created you to be faithful. My child, don't you see? I was there every time your tears fell and no one noticed. I was there when they turned their backs, when their silence felt like punishment and their absence felt like abandonment. You wondered why you weren't enough for them to stay, but I never left you. Not for a second. My arms have been wrapped around you in every lonely night, in every whispered prayer, in every moment you thought you were forgotten. I have counted every breath, every hope, every silent cry. And I am moving now, in this moment, to change what has felt unchangeable. I'm not late, beloved. I'm right on time. The pain you've carried, it wasn't wasted. It softened your heart. It made you tender. It taught you to listen deeper, to love without demanding anything back. And though you've wondered if you've lost too much, I want you to know I am restoring you. What you lost was never greater than what I'm bringing. I'm not just returning what was stolen. I'm bringing beauty for ashes, joy where sorrow tried to live forever, strength where weakness tried to win. You may not see the full picture yet, but you're standing in a divine moment of change. Yes, some people had to leave, some doors had to close, and some seasons had to end. I allowed it, not because you were being punished, but because I was pruning what could not go with you, where I'm taking you. Don't hold on to what I've asked you to release. I know how hard it is to let go. I know how much you loved them. I know how deeply you wanted to keep what felt like it made you whole. But child, anything you needed to fulfill your purpose I have kept in your life. Anything I've removed I will redeem. There is no loss in me. Nothing is wasted when you walk with me. You've thought you missed your moment, that maybe you made too many mistakes, took too many detours, gave your heart to the wrong people, or waited too long. But my timing is not bound by your mistakes. I am the God who writes purpose into pain. I take the detours and make them into highways. I take the broken pieces and form masterpieces. I take your yes even if it's given from a weary heart, and I make a way. You've been tired lately, worn down, quietly aching inside, smiling on the outside, but wrestling within. You've said, Lord, how much longer? And I answer you today, not much longer now, child. I'm sending great change. I'm doing something new. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. It will come like morning comes after the longest night, sure, faithful, gentle. And it will surprise you with how easily things fall into place when I am the one moving. And when I release it, you'll see that the wait was not a punishment, it was protection. Some blessings come quickly, others must be carefully prepared. What I'm about to give you is weighty with purpose, covered in grace, and wrapped in glory. It will make you cry tears of gratitude. You'll say, only God could have done this, and you'll be right, because it's not coming from the hands of man, it's coming from the heart of your Father. I'm not just blessing your bank account, I'm blessing your mind with clarity, your soul with peace, your heart with joy, your hands with creativity, your body with strength, and your future with favor. You are not behind, you are not stuck, you are in my hands, and nothing can snatch you away. There is still so much ahead for you, love you haven't yet known, friendships that will feel like home, provision that will flow without striving, healing that touches what doctors could not reach, laughter that fills your rooms again, worship that comes from the overflow, not the survival, dreams that return because now you're strong enough to carry them. Do not fear what's coming. I am already there. Do not dread the unknown. I am the one who knows all. Do not live bracing for pain. I am now pouring joy. I want to bless you in such a way that even the ones who doubted you will say, surely the hand of the Lord is upon them. But more than that, I want you to know it for yourself. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to manipulate it. You won't have to beg for crumbs anymore. You are my child. I am setting a table before you, even in the presence of enemies, even after the betrayal, even after the heartbreak, even after the mistakes, because my love is bigger than your past. My grace is deeper than your shame, and my plans are still standing strong, untouched by the winds that tried to destroy them. I know you have a lot on your mind right now. Your family, your health, the health of a loved one, your finances, your career. It feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. You feel alone, and it's hard getting up in the morning. My child, you are not alone. Lay those concerns at my feet. Give it all to me. I will send you help, healing, and resources. I will provide. I will make a way for you. All the resources of heaven are with you. Don't worry, I have your back. Come close now. Let me hold you through this. You don't have to carry this by yourself anymore. I see the silent battles, the ones no one else notices. The way you force a smile when you feel broken inside. The way you keep going even though every step feels heavy. The way you care for others while wondering who's truly caring for you. But you rose. Do you remember how they said you'd never recover? But here you are, still here, still breathing, still chosen. You're not weak. You're stronger than you know. And now, it's time. Time for me to shift what you couldn't shift. Time for me to open what you couldn't open. Time for me to heal what you thought was permanent. Time for me to surround you with what your soul has longed for: peace, love, stability, laughter, and purpose. Keep your eyes on me, not on what others are doing. They may have gone ahead, but I am giving you a foundation they cannot see. You're not just building for now, you're building for legacy. What I do in you will bless not just your life, but generations to come. This change is not just for your comfort, it's for my glory. Through you, many will find me. Through your healing, others will believe. Through your story, others will have hope. You thought the pain was proof that I wasn't working, but beloved, the pain was the preparation, and now comes the promise. I love you more than words can express, more than your mind can comprehend, more than your past could ever disqualify. I love you as you are, and I am guiding you into all you are meant to be. Stay faithful, stay near. This change is not far, it has already begun. I am with you, always, my beloved child. I want you to pause here with me. Let my words settle into the places that have been anxious and restless. Take a deep breath, not just in your lungs, but in your soul. I am pouring my peace into you right now, like a gentle river washing away the fear, the guilt, the striving. Let it flow. You are safe with me. You don't have to earn my love. You don't have to perform for my favor. You don't have to beg for my blessing. You already have it, because you have me. I did not choose you because you were strong, perfect, or flawless. I chose you because I love you, and my love is not like the love you've known in this world. My love doesn't leave. My love doesn't grow cold. My love isn't based on mood, timing, or performance. My love is rooted in eternity. It has no beginning, and it has no end. I know what they said about you. I know what they took from you. I know what it felt like to love without return, to be forgotten, to be misunderstood. And I want you to know none of that changes how I see you. You are not hard to love. You are not too much. You are not too broken. You are not a disappointment to me. You are mine. When you call me Abba, I listen. When you whisper my name, I'm already there. When you sit quietly and wonder if I care, I wrap myself around you in ways you cannot yet see. I send signs. I whisper through music, through scripture, through that sudden peace that comes out of nowhere. That's me. I am sending great change into your life. I have heard your prayers. I know your heart, and I know you want better. I am sending better and greater your way. You have endured much in your life. People have walked away from you, judging you, but it only matters what I say you are. Stay on the path. I didn't create you to be perfect. I created you to be faithful. My child, don't you see? I was there every time your tears fell and no one noticed. I was there when they turned their backs, when their silence felt like punishment and their absence felt like abandonment. You wondered why you weren't enough for them to stay, but I never left you. Not for a second. My arms have been wrapped around you in every lonely night, in every whispered prayer, in every moment you thought you were forgotten. I have counted every breath, every hope, every silent cry, and I am moving now, in this moment, to change what has felt unchangeable. I'm not late, beloved. I'm right on time. The pain you've carried, it wasn't wasted. It softened your heart. It made you tender. It taught you to listen deeper, to love without demanding anything back. And though you've wondered if you've lost too much, I want you to know I am restoring you. What you lost was never greater than what I'm bringing. I'm not just returning what was stolen. I'm bringing beauty for ashes, joy where sorrow tried to live forever, strength where weakness tried to win. You may not see the full picture yet, but you're standing in a divine moment of change. Yes, some people had to leave, some doors had to close, and some seasons had to end. I allowed it, not because you were being punished, but because I was pruning what could not go with you, where I'm taking you. Don't hold on to what I've asked you to release. I know how hard it is to let go. I know how much you loved them. I know how deeply you wanted to keep what felt like it made you whole. But child, anything you needed to fulfill your purpose I have kept in your life. Anything I've removed I will redeem. There is no loss in me. Nothing is wasted when you walk with me. You've thought you missed your moment, that maybe you made too many mistakes, took too many detours, gave your heart to the wrong people, or waited too long. But my timing is not bound by your mistakes. I am the God who writes purpose into pain. I take the detours and make them into highways. I take the broken pieces and form masterpieces. I take your yes even if it's given from a weary heart, and I make a way. You've been tired lately, worn down, quietly aching inside, smiling on the outside, but wrestling within. You've said, Lord, how much longer? And I answer you today, not much longer now, child. I'm sending great change. I'm doing something new. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. It will come like morning comes after the longest night, sure, faithful, gentle. And it will surprise you with how easily things fall into place when I am the one moving, teaching you to trust when you couldn't trace me. Look back for a moment, child. See how far we've come. Do you remember the nights you thought you wouldn't make it, but you did? Do you remember the grief that tried to bury you, but you rose? Do you remember how they said you'd never recover? But here you are, still here, still breathing, still chosen. You're not weak. You're stronger than you know. And now, it's time.